Hey everyone and welcome to a brand new video. I've wanted to make this one for such a long time but something always came in between. I didn't have time or I was just too lazy. You know, there always has to be an ⴍᴜᴜᴜ. Plus I'm the CEO of procrastination. Anyways, after a lot of struggles, I finally present to you a new episode of K-pop tattoos. This time we're gonna talk about none other than GOT7 themselves. Enjoy. Before we start, as always, here's just a quick disclaimer. First of all, I made this video for entertainment purposes and I do not mean to bash or make fun of the boys in any way. With or without tattoos, they are incredibly beautiful and talented and that's the tea. We have to know that unfortunately, Korea is still quite conservative when it comes to this, so please let's not make it any harder for the guys. I always keep repeating the same thing, but it's true. It's their body so they should have all the freedom to do whatever they want with it, and if they choose tattoos, then so be it. Also, for the people who have the goddamn audacity to post nasty comments and such, go to hell. We don't need you here. Thank you very much for listening to my TED Talk. Now let's finally move on to the video. Generally speaking, we could say that GOT7 is a group with a lot of tattoos. Out of all the members, only Jinyoung and JB don't have any tats, although JB talked about wanting to get one. In his 2020 Allure interview, he said that he's considering it, but because he keeps changing his mind on what tattoo he should have, he isn't able to have one up to now. When it comes to Jinyoung, at least to me, it seems like he just isn't the type to get a tat or two and that's okay. So I guess we're just gonna start with Mark because why not? Overall he has 7 tattoos. First of all, he has a cross decorated with roses on the back of his calf. In the past, some people were saying it's fake, but nah honey, it's very real and this pic can confirm it. It's actually a matching tattoo with his brother Joey. He has the exact same one on his side. I also found this screenshot of an Instagram post that apparently shows Mark's friend who has the same tat as well, but I can't confirm whether that's legit or not. On top of that, Mark's sister Tammy designed merch called Third Sibling Collection, which includes hoodies and stuff with this design on the front. Link to the online store is in description. I also need to mention one more thingy. In the beginning of February 2019, when Mark was doing a V-Live, he accidentally showed his tat on camera. He was cooking and as he stepped towards the fridge, fans immediately spotted his tattoo. Moving on. His next tattoo is the word truth written in capitals on his arm, on the bicep, to be exact. It looks kinda similar to Eugene's tattoo, which I will talk about more in detail later on in the video. If we take a closer look, we can also see that the letter H looks a lot like 7 if we rotate it, and it probably represents each and every one of the boys, the group GOT7 together as a whole. Moreover, he has his mom and dad's birth dates written in Roman numerals on his side, the 25th of October 1954, his dad's birth date, and the 23rd of October 1957, his mom's birth date. You can see the tattoo particularly well in this photo from his photoshoot with Madame Figaro on the 19th of April, 2020. And we're still not done. He has a tattoo with the letters 93 on each side of a tattoo written in Roman numerals as well, XCIII, which again represents the year he was born in, 1993. The photo was uploaded on Instagram by a tattoo artist who is known to be his friend, and who's done his other tattoos. But I think he deleted the picture after people realized it was Mark and started commenting about it. At this point, I'd also like to mention that he has his own merch line with this design as well, the Roman numerals written down vertically. Unfortunately, as of right now, everything is sold out, but I'll still put a link in the description just in case. Furthermore, he has thigh tats as well. Fans were speculating what these could be for quite a while, because at first we only got either low quality pics, or pics of him wearing ripped jeans that were covering the ink almost entirely, but recently we've finally been fed well. Here are the pics. As you can see, the first part of it says stay true and the continuation on the other thigh be real. Lastly, he has a smiley face on one of his knees as well. I found this screenshot from one of his V-Lives where you can see a bit of it. Moving on to the next member, let's check Bam Bam's tattoos, shall we? Altogether, he has 5 tattoos. Now when it comes to GOT7, there's always a lot of confusion around their tattoos because some of the members, including Bam Bam and Jackson, had temporary tattoos or stickers for the photo and video shoots. But I'm pretty sure all of these tattoos are very much real. First thing first, Bam Bam has his birth year 1997, written in Roman numerals on his arm. The tattoo kind of matches Mark's and Eugene's as well, but then again it could also be a coincidence, so IDK. Next, he has the word king tattooed on his side in capitals. I think the font is called Old English, if I'm not mistaken. Thirdly, I'm not really sure how to call this, but he has this tattoo on his upper arm. Some people originally thought it was Tagalog, Thai letters, from afar, but if we take a closer look, it looks like 3 faces connected to each other. People speculate that if that's the case, it's possible it could represent his 3 siblings, older brothers Bank and Beer and a younger sister called Baby. Fun fact, all of them are actually famous dancers in Thailand. Moreover, he has the phrase Forever Young tattooed on his back. This is actually the title of one of the group's songs, but it could also mean something else as it hasn't been confirmed nor denied. And his last tattoo is actually on his foot, and unfortunately, there are no high quality pics of it. But we know that it says that way, because he described it during a fan sign. The next GOT7 member on our list is Youngji. This guy has 3 tattoos. Firstly, he has the Latin phrase ars longa, vita brevis, written on his shoulder. The translation of this is, art is long, life is short. Now that I think about it, completely irrelevant, but Wien from Mamamoo has a similar tattoo. On his other shoulder, he has a remembrance ribbon in memory of the tragic Sewell ferry disaster that occurred on the 16th of April, 2014. Finally, his latest tattoo is placed on his left side, but I'm not really sure what this could be. On one hand, it kinda looks like a repetition of quotes, but on the other hand, it could also be a repetitive pattern. I only found this VLive screenshot, so I can't really tell. Now let's talk about Jackson and his tattoos. As I've mentioned before, there might be some confusion because, as you can see from this Instagram post, a few years ago fans thought that he got tattoos of his mom and dad's birth dates, but he later commented and confirmed that those were only temporary. So before we get into more detail, if I make a mistake or mention something that isn't correct, please do let me know in the comments, because the last thing I wanna do is spread misinformation. I found an article talking about the interview he did for Super L China in the 20th of July 20 along with the photo shoot, where he also talked about his tattoos in detail. Because of this, I assume that the info is real, but I put the link in description so you can see for yourself and make sure I ain't fooling around. Anyways, let's dig in. He has 8 tattoos altogether. He has a Chinese character for luck on his right shoulder. This is what he said, quoting, "Every year, during Chinese New Year, we would paste this character upside down to symbolize that luck is here. It's our culture. So I put this on and the direction is towards my head, so luck is always on me." On his right arm, there's an illustration of a lantern that Jackson said reminded him of a mid-autumn festival when he was 7 or 8 years old. He said, "When I went to the park in the afternoon, all the other kids carried a lantern except for me. My brother and parents didn't prepare it and I didn't plan on celebrating it either. When I got home, I saw dishes and mooncakes on the table and lots of lanterns. When I saw all of that, I immediately cried. In my heart, I wanted a lantern too, but I told myself that it's alright." Speaking of his parents, he keeps them close by marking their Chinese zodiac signs on each one of his forearms. A rat for his mom and a rooster for his dad. And if we look closer, we can actually also see the numbers, which I assume are probably also their birth dates as well. We can also see the logo of the Singapore Youth Olympics and a fencing sword on his left to symbolize his past as a champion fencer. Moreover, his next 2 tattoos are on his side, one of them being Team Wang, let's make history, and the other one that says cookies. Cute. I'm also gonna include this, because I'm only getting softer and softer for this guy, so here we go. In the magazine interview, Jackson said that the decision to get the tattoos came after reflecting on his goals. He said, "This year, I had some time alone and thought about many things, the happiest things in life. what I believe in, where my heart is, and what image I want to portray. I just kept thinking and reflected a lot. I began to understand myself more. Through this, I figured that I want to get tattooed. I hesitated because I thought I wouldn't be able to pull it off. But I thought, it's tattooed on my body and it doesn't harm others. This is my decision. This is me. Can you hear me crying? All I can say is, thank you Jackson for being you, and whoever dares to hurt him or any of my other babies is gonna get hurt. Badly. Anyways, moving on. Pretend like you didn't hear anything. Last but not least, let's dive into our Maknae's tats. Eugene has 8 tattoos overall. On his arm, he has a tattoo that matches marks and says truth, written in capitals. On his side, he has a very large flower logo with some shading. Next, the tattoo I've already briefly mentioned before, the year 1997 written in Roman numerals that matches Bam Bam's, because they were both born in the same year. Above the numerals, there's also a tattoo of an ox, because 1997 was the year of the ox. On his shoulder, he has the phrase trust me, written in capitals, and above, there's a green bird, which represents the GOT7's fans. Moreover, on his other side, there's another phrase saying I'm not like that. It basically means that he wants to be unique, one of a kind and not like other people. And finally, his largest tattoo is placed on his back. It's a large cross with wings. Also, I need to point out something real quick. I found these 2 images on Amino, saying that it's one of the GOT7 members, but after running a research through Google Images, I can confirm that it's not. As a matter of fact, it's actually 𝐶𝑒𝐈𝐀𝐾 from Icon with his in the lap of God tattoo. Just wanted to clear that up. And with that being said, we made it to the end of this video. This is all I could dig up. So if you have any other tips, suggestions or whatever, feel free to leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching and I really hope you like the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, if you want to of course. Have a nice day and see you in the next video. Ciao.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely crucial, monumental to the growth of this podcast, please, reviews, please. Am I begging too much? She says it's okay, I swear. Please, reviews.